wait, what's brand therapy? And I couldn't stop until I had an answer for that. So in 2018, I started developing the discipline of brand therapy, where the brand itself could be a voice of reason, a voice of purpose and mission. My marketing background and saying, like, I understand branding. And how do we make sure we understand branding from an authenticity perspective? So what we're using psychology and all these other kinds of mind tricks for is really to get to that authenticity of the brand. Because once you start getting good at hearing the brand voice in your head, which does take a while, but once you start hearing it and you go, oh, right, no, that wasn't me, that was the brand, and doing that othering, which I know is like, I'm teaching people to be crazy to hear voices in their head. But once you do that, you give that, you are creating that relationship and othering. And that back and forth, that exercise of back and forth is what keeps it other. And digital transformation is a scary thing. 70 to 80% of companies in general, not small business, but in general, that apply digital transformation to their company don't accept it because the culture isn't capable of that kind of drastic structural change to the company. And AI is no different. It's even more powerful in terms of seeping in to everything. So people have to be extremely comfortable with AI. People have to be extremely experimental.
Please welcome Jaime Schwartz. I think I say, okay, your last name.
Perfect.
Good. First of all, Jaime, thank you so much for being part of this community and for sharing your journey. And I can't wait for learning from you and all your expertise.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And Flow community is such an important place of, first, I think, psychological safety. Everybody that I've heard so far has just been, well, felt safe enough to share what matters most. And I think that's really important to keep in mind. So I'm looking forward to being brave as well to share everything that I can.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, I've been following you on LinkedIn, and you are the founder of Brand Therapy, which
Yes.
we had a previous conversation about it. But I would love you to, well, explain who you are a little bit, an introduction, what is brand therapy, and we can go from talking about branding, personal branding, but please
Mhm.
introduce yourself.
Sure. Well, thanks again for having me. Brand therapy for me came out of quite a complex skill stack of the past 20 years before it. So I was going to be a psychologist like my father before me when I went to college and ended up adding philosophy as a double major. But before I graduated, the siren song of advertising called because I could either go down the route of getting a PhD or just start writing lines that would affect millions of people. So I jumped into that. But of course, as an academic, I went to SVA and then Chicago Portfolio School and then Miami Ad School to really become quite the ad nerd. And then started a career around 2004, 2005 as a copywriter in New York City and worked my way up to creative director over the next decade. And it was a really great learning experience. I got to work with over 100 brands. I got to do a Super Bowl spot. I've won Cannes Lions and Clios and One Shows and Webbies, and it was exactly what I was hoping it would be. But at the same time, I was also advertising for companies more and more that I didn't agree with, and I was wondering.
For more inspiring content and to fully engage with our community, sign up for free using the link in the description. We invite you to also visit Flow's website at flowwithcommunity.com, where you can share and inspire others with your authentic self-expression. Join us to explore, connect, and contribute to a community that values and uplifts each member's unique journey. Thank you.